Hey guys, it's Nicole coming at you with another Roads to Results resource. Today we're going to talk about work-life balance. Last week I was talking to a good friend of mine and she was talking about the myth of the work-life balance. And honestly, when she said that, it broke my heart. It completely broke my heart. And the reason that it broke my heart is because she said it with such passion and intensity that she gave up hope that there could ever be work-life balance. And that's just not true. We just have to be intentional about our lives, and we have to really prioritize the things that are important to us and live our lives and not the life of someone else. And so today, I want to talk to you about two things that you can do to help you with work-life balance. And one thing is going to be something practical to do, and the other is a slight mindset shift. But the two of them together, I think, could be really powerful for you to start to achieve work-life balance. I am not going to promise you that it's going to happen in a day, but what it will do is give you the hope that it could happen, and it will happen with intentional action and focus on your part. So the first thing, let's do the practical thing first. You are going to want to print out a calendar that had a daily calendar for a week that has the hours broken out by 30-minute increments. And then every 30-minute increment, you're going to write down what you're doing for those 30 minutes for a week. And next to each activity, you're going to put a score of 1 to 5. 1 is I am miserable doing this task right now and I don't want to be here. And a 5 is I am elated, I am working or doing something that I love and I'm completely in my wheelhouse. So a scale of 1 to 5. And don't chunk it. Don't, like, if you're in corporate and you're at a bunch of meetings all day, don't say I'm in 8 hours of meetings. Because not all meetings are equal. So write down who even you're meeting with, what the meeting's about, and then how fulfilled you are during that meeting. 1 to 5, schedule 1 to 5. At the end of the week, take a look at where you've spent your time. I'm going to guess that you're going to be surprised with some of the areas that you spent your time. And I'm also going to guess that you're going to see some places where you just felt so burned out at the end of the day that maybe you're spending 3 or 4 hours just watching TV trying to get the stress of the day off of you. Whereas if you're just intentional for the day part of your day, you don't have to recover quite so much. Or you can turn that into good quality time with your family. So track this for a week, and this is basically going to become your not to-do list. So at the end of the week, you're going to look at those items that you labeled as 1, 2s, and 3s and see what the balance is. If it's like 90% 1, 2s, and 3s, then the odds are you are leading someone else's life, and it's time to take control and lead your life so that you can be more fulfilled. But when you look at those 1, 2s, and 3s, look at and start to think about and be creative and be resourceful. How can I start to reduce those and get some of that time back? And think about, how would I spend that time in something that makes me happy? It'll help you to focus on what really makes you happy as well. So that is the practical exercise for you. Today's challenge. Then in terms of the mindset, this is just another piece of language. So just like when you say the myth of the work-life balance that takes away hope, a language is super, super important. So in this case, we're going to say, instead of, there's so many activities we say, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that. But instead of saying that, we're going to start to say in our minds, I get to do this and I get to do that. So that is the mindset shift. Looking at things with gratitude as opposed to obligation. And it may be subtle, but it is very, very powerful. The minute that we start to say, I get to do this, that's when our lives change. So those are the 2 tips today to start working towards your work-life balance. If you want to dig in deeper and come up with a plan that's individualized and special to you, click on the link below and let's get started with some coaching. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.